In progress.
Hi guys, so next yung prove natin is in number 2, let A and B be subsets of reals such that A is a subset of B. Then, show the following. If B is bounded above, then sup A is less than or equal to sup B. Tapos, so yun muna ipakita natin. Wait, I'll go to another beamer. Okay, so let B be bounded above. Then, by the property, sup B, sabi natin S exists. So kasi along the slides, diba, kapag bounded above daw, nag-exist yung least upper bound. So nandun yun sa chapter 1.4 na slide na kapag bounded above daw yung set, then it follows yung set na yun ay may least upper bound or may supremum. So yun yung ginamit ko dito. So let B be bounded above, then by the property sup B is equal to S exists. So gamitin natin yung definition ng mga bounds, upper bounds or sup. So, ngayon, kung supremum daw si S ng set B, then it follows that B is less than or equal to S for all B in set B. So dahil supremum si S, ibig sabihin siya yung mas malaki siya sa lahat ng elements ni set B, which are small b. So yun. Note that A is a subset of B. Kasi recall lang, di ba, pag sinabing subset, so ibig sabihin, since A is a subset of B, lahat ng elements ni A ay na kay B. Okay, so ibig sabihin niya, lahat ng elements si A ay na kay B. So it follows, so A is less than S for all A in A. Again, so bakit nangyayari itong inequality na to? Yung mga lahat ng elements ni A kasi, lahat ng elements ng set A na kay set B. So ibig sabihin, yung mga small a na to, yung mga small a na to, na kay B din. Na kay B. Pero this inequality holds for all elements ni B. So B is less than or equal to S for all B in set B. Pero si A ay na kay B, so ibig sabihin mag-hold din to. So parang sinubstitute mo lang yung A sa B. So A is less than or equal to S for all A in A kasi nga A is a subset of B. Then, and consequently, is an upper bound of A, thus A is bounded above. So ibig sabihin mo A is less than or equal to S, si set A ay bounded siya ni F. So dahil bounded siya si S, by the property ulit, supremum of A exists. By the property, sup A equals T exists. Okay? So ibig sabihin, that A is bounded above, so by the property, may sup A siya, which is we denote by T. Ngayon, by definition of the supremum, so dapat kasi di ba pag supremum siya yung pinakamaliit. Ngayon, si supremum ng A versus S. Si S arbitrary upper bound. Tapos versus supremum. So by definition of supremum, dapat mas maliit si supremum of A than S. By definition of supremum, sup A is less than or equal to S. Sup A, sup B. Pero ano ba si S? Si S ay sup B. So, ayun. So, tapos na tayo sa first part ng proof. So, by summary ulit, let B be bounded above. So, dahil bounded siya above by the property, the supremum of B, sabihin natin S yun, is existing. Ngayon, by the definition of supremum, so dapat upper bound siya. So, dahil upper bound siya, B is less or equal to S for all B in set B. Ngayon, A is a subset of B. So, lahat ng elements ni A ay na kay B. So, meaning, masasatisfy din ng mga elements ni A yung inequality na B is less than or equal to S. So, mangyayari is that magiging A is less than or equal to S for all A in set A kasi nga A is a subset of B. And consequently, S is an upper bound of A kasi nga ang definition nito, this statement is basically saying na upper bound si S nung set A. So, thus, A is bounded above. Bakit siya bounded above? Kasi meron siya upper bound. Ngayon, dahil siya ay bounded above, then we are sure na meron siya supremum. So, sabihin natin yung supremum ng A ay T. Ngayon, by definition of supremum, so syempre ang supremum ay least upper bound. So si supremum of A, siya yung least upper bound ni A, pero si S, siya yung arbitrary upper bound. So ibig sabihin, by definition of supremum, si supremum of A is less than or equal to S. Kasi yung sup A nga yung pinakamaliit sa lahat ng mga upper bounds. So si sup A is less than or equal to sup B. So tapos yung first half ng proof. So let's go to the next one. Hi guys. Hi. So actually, halos similar lang yung proof nung first two ay nung dalawa, pero ang pinagkaiba naman is let B be bounded below. So dahil bounded below siya, may the property, the infimum of B exists. So kasi kung bounded below, it guarantees us that meron siyang infimum. So sabihin natin ang infimum niya ay L. So dahil infimum siya, it's a lower bound. So ang meaning ng lower bound is that L is less than or equal to B for all B in B. So ibig sabihin yung lower bound, mas maliit siya sa lahat ng elements ni set B. Ngayon, note that A is a subset of B. So lahat ng elements ni A ay naka-B din. So masasatisfy yung inequality na L is less or equal to B. So ang mangyari is that magiging L is less or equal to A for all A in set A kasi yung mga small a mo ay naka-B din. So ayun, yun yung mangyayari dyan. And consequently, L is a lower bound of A. So thus, A is bounded below and by the property in A equals M exists. So dahil may lower bound sa A, it guarantees us na bounded below siya. So dahil bounded below siya, it guarantees us na meron din siya infimum. So infimum of A is equal to M exists. So by definition of infimum, by definition as infimum, so ang definition ng infimum greatest lower bound, so dapat yung M, siya yung pinakamalaki sa lahat ng lower bound ni A. So dahil ito, yung L na-establish natin na L is the lower bound of A, pero yung infimum ng A ay M. So dapat mag L is lesser equal to M. Okay, okay. Pero di pa tayo tapos. So paano tayo matatapos? So L is lesser equal to M, but the M is infimum A. So nangyari, to conclude this is that infimum is lesser than or equal to infimum. So yan lang yung proper way to conclude the statement. So ayan na, tapos na siya. And that's number two, guys. Hope you enjoyed and learned. Yay!